Welcome to Beyond the Bar. We are sitting here with a great rapper. Conflik.
Appreciate it, girl.
How's
Thank
it
you,
going,
thank you.
man?
I'm
How's it
chilling,
going?
I'm chilling. I'm loving it out here,
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Definitely.
What are you sipping on today? Yeah, I know you got a drink
Well,
over there somewhere.
some Henny straight,
Some Henny straight.
Some light, you know what I'm saying?
All right, take a sip. Good.
You know what I'm saying?
And tell
I'm
me,
here.
what's 3 words that define you as an artist?
3 words that define me as an artist. Diverse.
Yo, they checking on me, guess I'm doing something right now. It's a given, they picking up what I write down. Please don't get me hyped now. I'm about my capital, you know I gotta shift. If you ain't really my type now, look. If it ain't authentic, I'm out of that.
Creatives.
Her man's got her locked, I can see she hated, but he spoil her, he giving stripping lobster. I call her, then hit it in the Mazda. Cause shorty got the bubble you protect.
Selfless, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely selfless. I guess selfless would really come to mind when I think of the bigger picture when it comes to like music in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it don't have to be always me at the forefront. I like to see the bigger picture. If I could make a masterpiece come together and I don't even have to be a part, like I could write something down, but I know how somebody else will execute it and probably execute it 10 times better than me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So sometimes I give those gems away in that sense.
Okay.
When it comes to something like that, yeah.
The girl got a fatty, she let me palm that. I be all up on her walls, that's a contact. Let's talk about the money like a contract. All up on my capital, money, that's a contract.
We're here to talk about a pretty good song.
Right.
Early Bird.
Right. Appreciate it.
Off your
Appreciate
album For the Winter.
Yes, sir.
Produced by Doe Pesci.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Good,
sir.
good,
Yes, sir.
good.
Shout out to Doe. Shout out to Doe Pesci, definitely.
Breath of fresh air, let your nose sniffing. They don't do it like the dawn, that is so different. But I'm most sipping. Rose gold wristing, see no gripping. Feet steady, so there's no slipping.
So, how did you meet your producer?
I met Doe Pesci through Germ. Germ is my man's. Joe and Doe Pesci and Germ is cousins, family type shit. SOI, Spread of Infection Group, it's production group, fire producers. Shout out to Germ, by the way. But yeah, I was pretty much around them. They've produced for like Banks and stuff like that, East. You know what I mean? So I was pretty much around Germ, that whole camp. That's like damn near extended family right there.
Yeah.
So being around that, yo, Doe, send me a care package. Doe, just send over the care package. When I heard this, as far as producers, that's how I got linked with Doe, Germ, Buddha, all types of talented, great producers like that.
Yeah.
But as far as this record we talking about, Early Bird, yo, Doe, send me over a care package, please. Sent over maybe 5, 6. Seeing that one, I think it was called Tweety or something like that. But as I'm listening to it, you hear the birds chirping in the background, so that kind of gave me more of a vibe. Once I heard it, everything just came. It felt like spring. Felt like early in the morning, getting up to grind. You know what I mean? Motivational music type shit. And that's really what drives me in a sense in that aspect.
That's interesting as fuck.
Right.
Because it's like you wouldn't really think that the name of the beat and his package would then translate to the whole song basically in itself.
In a nutshell, pretty much. Once I heard it, I think everything just set the tone for itself. Like everything just fell into place as I heard the beat. I heard the beat and I was just like, my mind just took me there as I'm listening to it. I drifted off, I guess. Had a couple, herb inspiration. You know what I'm saying? But just listening to it, I'm like, yo, I soaked it up so much. I was like, yo, I know the vision for this already just off hearing it. Just sonically, it sounded like that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just painted that picture on that canvas as Doe provided.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So you got the information. You got the inspiration from the beat to
itself.
Translate into the song.
Pretty
Tell
much.
me about when did you start writing, since you already got your
since I got the inspiration from it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty much right there. Like I locked in the studio with Germ and hit Germ up. Yo, Germ, I gotta record this shit that Doe sent me. This shit is different. Let me at least lay down the hook. You know what I mean? Lay down the hook. Oh, matter of fact, the crazy part about this, I laid down the hook, and then I laid down that first verse. And as I laid down the first verse, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna do a second verse. I wasn't putting everything fully together, right? So I sat there in the studio. I was like, yo, and Germ was like, yo, son, you gotta make a second verse to this. It gotta be a second verse. You telling your story. You're not throwing a feature on this. It's better for you to tell us. You know what I mean? So I locked in pretty much. I came back to the studio. The second verse hit me harder than anything, honestly. Like, I really sat with that one more than anything. Yeah. The first verse came natural. It just flowed, and it was just that. Yeah. You know, once the hook was laid down, the first verse was just like, yo. Second verse was a layup, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because everything fell into place after that.
Okay. No, that's really dope, and it's really interesting for you to admit that you had some, I wouldn't necessarily say help, but
direction.
Some direction. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Germ is a big part in a lot of shit. Like, because bigger than just him inputting stuff, it's conversation that we're having.
Yeah.
It's not so much do this. It's really conversation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So at the same time, I sat there with the beat. I was just at a place where I was satisfied at that point with the hook and the first verse, and I was like, I'll figure it out after. Yeah. And he was like, nah, this got to go on a project. Yeah. This got to go on for the winter. You know what I mean? It fits that.
The beat being called Tweety Bird, of course,
right.
And giving you the
something like that,
something around being a bird. Mm-hmm. It resonated with you really well because you would see yourself as somebody that grinds and a hard worker.
Definitely, and I push that that's in all my music. Yeah. Whether it be a funny song I'm doing at the same time, you're gonna hear that somewhere in there. You know, some type of motivation, some type of grind in there. You know what I mean? Because that's just what I'm inspired by. Honestly, I'm inspired by my grind, other people's grind. It's all inspiration for me.
All right. You know so I feel like it's kind of funny because you grind. Mm-hmm. The verse is called Tweety. You hear birds chirping in the background, right? Mm-hmm. When did the euphoria come in for you to go, oh, early bird?
Early bird.
When did that come in?
I think once the hook was done. Mm-hmm. Once the hook was done, the early bird, get the worm, I don't hesitate, can't block my cheese, nigga, my cheddar straight. Once that first piece came in, I let it resonate, and it hit me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you hear it. Like, as the beat's starting up, you can hear the birds chirping. Yeah. So you kind of feeling that, okay. You know what I mean? It brought that, honestly, once I named it Early Bird, it kind of brought it to life to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? It made that second verse 10 times easier because I understood the vision that I was trying to provide. Mm. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, I'll read out a verse to you.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
See if you can tell me a bit more about it.
Okay.
My grind endless until I'm friendless and in the casket. Until all of my records known as a classic. Until I'm glorified on some Max shit. I'm going, I'm all in, yeah, on some Max shit.
My grind endless until I'm friendless and in the casket. That's just, you know, until I'm not here no more, my grind, I will forever be grinding. Mm-hmm. I'll forever be grinding. That hustle, that motivation, it's like I don't think I would ever be satisfied in that sense. I love that grind. Mm-hmm. I love that grind. I love the motivational piece of that, you know what I mean? That I can provide to somebody else, that I can provide for others, help others in situations, you know what I mean? It puts me in that position. Mm-hmm. Early bird get the worm, I don't hesitate. Hold on, what was that? My grind endless until I'm friendless and in the casket. Yeah, till I'm not here no more. Mm-hmm. Until all of my records known as a classic, like until I'm gone, that's when I'm leaving. I'm leaving behind my records. I'm leaving behind my work.
Your legacy.
You know, leaving behind my legacy. Mm-hmm. You know, everything I painted, every canvas I'm leaving behind for y'all to dissect however y'all see fit. Y'all gain inspiration for it. That's what I'm here for. Yeah. That's really what I'm putting this music out for. It's really so it could probably instill something in somebody else's mind. Maybe push them further in a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
And then until you're glorified.
Until I'm glorified on some Max shit. Free Max B, free to wave. It's just a different type of energy that I always got from Max when he was here, however much years ago. You know what I mean? He about to come home, God willing. You know what I mean? It's just that energy that, it's really like an impact that he brought to this game that nobody can take away. Right. Till this day, he hasn't been home in, some time. Yeah. And his shit is still living on. It's still living on through every time I hear Wavy, I'm thinking of Max. Right. You see what I'm saying? I can't think of the Wave without the Silver Surfer.
Of course.
It don't even, you know what I mean? So free Max. Mm-hmm. That's just the type of mindset I'm on as far as everything else that goes with the music shit.
Copy.
You know what I mean?
You've had people listen to the song?
Early Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had people listen to the song.
Definitely.
You've had people give their reactions to the song?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite reaction that you've gotten?
What is my favorite reaction that I've gotten from Early Bird?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or one that maybe just resonates to you, that really sticks out.
One that stuck out. Damn. I'm really trying to put my mind around it. It was so much, because honestly, that when I put the project out, I didn't see that being the top song that people chose, because it was more of a rappy song, more of a let's just say bar, but you know what I'm saying, bar, and I know that's not the temperature for the masses in a sense.
Yeah, more so for New York.
You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? I know what I give as far as that goes, but sometimes it's like I look at certain shit, I'm like, all right, that would probably work because of the temperature. But that was the realest shit to me, and that worked just off that. You know what I mean? The vibe and the reactions I got from it was genuine. It was a shock in general, because once I put that project out, I seen people clinging to that. That was ended up on playlists. That's what shocked me a lot of the times.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Milan. DJ Milan threw it on the playlist. A couple DJs threw it on the playlist. You know what I mean? Made a couple playlists. So just the fact that I see it without me pushing that as a single, I seen that, you know, being people's favorite.
Yeah.
So I accomplished what I came for in that sense. You know what I mean? But I can't think of one specific reaction that just blew me away. It was a lot of reactions to that. It was a lot. It was a lot of positive to that.
Keep grinding.
Of course. My God. Appreciate you.
This has been Beyond the Bar.
You're ready. Louder.